We're moving into a new era in cancer treatment, and it goes by many different terms. Personalized medicine. The term I like is precision oncology, meaning we can treat a patient's cancer precisely for their type of cancer. We understand now that cancer is a genetic disease. That means that the genes and the chromosomes and the DNA of cancer cells are different than the normal cells from which they derive. So a breast cancer cell looks a lot like a normal breast tissue cell, but has certain genes that are stuck on or off to signal different things happening, like growth or penetration into other tissues that normally don't occur. Before, this was a black box. We didn't understand it. But because we now understand genetics and genomics, which is the study of the entire DNA in a cell, and because we now know the language of the DNA in a human being and therefore what happens when it changes in a cancer cell, we can begin to dissect cancer cells and figure out why they're different than human cells. And if you look at the DNA level or the genomic level, you're looking at a book that contains 3 billion letters, the DNA bases, and trying to find literally a needle in a haystack by seeing where the misspellings occur, and then understanding where those misspellings change the machinery of the cell to make it a cancer cell. That sounds like a daunting task, and it is, but we're far down the road on this now, and our information is accelerating literally every week. So we now know the blueprints of what cancer cells look like in a variety of different types of cancer and where those critical genes are. More importantly, over the last few years, we've been able to develop drugs that specifically target the genes that are mutated that cause a cancer cell to act wildly and not like a normal tissue. By developing these drugs, we're able to shut down those genes and put cancer cells in remission, kill cancer cells, and shut down the machinery so that normal tissues continue to grow, but cancer cells can't. And that is called targeted therapy. And the targeted therapy is predominantly focused on understanding the mutations in a small set of genes that cause cancer. Now, cancer remains a very complex disease. And when you turn off one of these switches, sometimes other switches get turned on. And so we still have a lot to learn about the genomic machinery or the genes or how the cancer cell can become resistant to a particular therapy. But we're making progress, and we're winning much more than we did in the past. And it's very exciting and gratifying to be able to deliver these targeted therapies in a precise way to the patient that needs it.